So back in November 2013, the ACT government passed legislation for same-sex marriage in the ACT. And of course, as you probably all know, it went to the High Court. And fortunately, the judges decided to take 7 days to decide. And what that did was created a 5-day window for some
couples,
of us to get married.
Yeah, that had already put forward all their paperwork. So then those couples, of which there was 31, were able to get married in that 5-day window. And we were happily married for 3.5 days. Actually, 3.87 to be exact, but who's counting?
There was a kind of sense of euphoria around the city. Like, I was picking it up from everywhere. I mean, obviously we were excited because we realised that finally we could get married.
And we had a ceremony with the ring, and it was really important that the ring was touched and blessed by as many people as possible. But that started out with Veronica's mother, Petronella Wensing, who we gave the ring to, and then when she had blessed it, she passed it around through the rows. And that was very meaningful for us.
And ironically, when the celebrant asked for the ring to be returned, because it was somewhere out there in the audience or congregation, or whatever you choose to call them, it happened to be in the hands of my gay nephew, which was, we thought, super appropriate.
During that time, our experience of being married was very different than we expected, because it had a huge emotional impact on us. And there was a level of acceptance that we experienced during that time that we hadn't experienced previous to that. Even though people say to us things like, oh, well, you're married in our eyes, and sort of things that are very reassuring and important, the reality is that legally we aren't married, and the reality is that we don't have equal rights, and the reality is that in the wider world we're not necessarily accepted as a couple. And we've been together 20 years.
Oh yeah, I wanted to say that.
That's a fairly long time. So we kind of like to get on with things now.